Hello everyone, welcome to an exciting lesson where we're going to look at 6 English idioms that people regularly use. Often textbooks will give you idioms that are from 30 years ago. We are looking at very common everyday idioms. So let's get started. Let's look at these idioms. The first idiom is have nothing left in the tank. Here's a situation. After working 70 hours a week for 3 months, he had nothing left in the tank. Did he have energy? No. Could he do any more work? No. Why? He was exhausted. He worked too much. He had nothing left in the tank. So having nothing left in the tank is to have no energy or no motivation left because of working too hard. Let's look at another example. When my soccer team played the best team in the league, we kept the game tied until the 70th minute. However, at that point, we had nothing left in the tank and ended up losing 4-1. So this idiom comes from gasoline in the tank of a car. If you have no gasoline in the tank, you can't keep driving. So when you have nothing left in the tank, you have no more energy left. Okay, number 2, to throw in the towel. This means to give up, stop doing something because it became too hard or too difficult, or maybe you had nothing left in the tank. Here's an example. For years, my uncle had his own restaurant. He worked almost every day for 10 years. During COVID, sales went down, and we thought he would have to close the restaurant, but he refused. He would not throw in the towel and managed to survive. So he didn't give up. He didn't throw in the towel. Now remember, with throw, it is throw, threw, thrown. So in the past, you could say he threw in the towel, or present perfect, he has thrown in the towel. Here's another example. When I was finishing university, I was also working full-time. It was a lot of work, and sometimes I felt like I had nothing left in the tank. I thought about throwing in the towel and not finishing university, but my girlfriend pushed me to keep going. So, throw in the towel means give up. All right, number 3, give it one's all. This is to try extremely hard, give a great deal of effort. Here's an example. Although I'm not an experienced runner, I started training for a marathon and gave it my all. 2 months later, I ran in the marathon, and although at times I wanted to throw in the towel, I found a way to finish. So if you give it your all, if she gives it her all, or they give it their all, they give all their effort. Similar terms, give 100%. Give 100%. All right, number 4, choke under pressure. Here's an example. When I have an important test, I always get really nervous and then receive a low score. So I guess I choke under pressure. So I do not do well when there is pressure. Or she was the best sprinter in the world, but during the Olympics, she ran her slowest race. Some say she choked under pressure. So of course, choke is, I'm choking. I'm not. But if you choke, you can't breathe. So if someone chokes, they don't have success when they probably should. All right, the opposite though is to thrive under pressure. Thrive. Notice my th, thrive under pressure. And this is to do well when you have pressure. For example, when I have an important test, I always seem to ace it. I thrive under pressure. And if you ace a test, that means you get a very high score. Or the difference between good athletes and great athletes is that great athletes are able to thrive under pressure. Okay, number 6, stick with it. If you stick with something, you don't give up. You keep trying. Maybe you're a YouTuber and you say, although I only had 100 views after 2 months of making YouTube videos, I stuck with it. So I didn't stop. I didn't throw in the towel. And eventually I got 1,000 views after 4 months. Or someone's talking to their mom when they're younger and they say, Mom, I can't understand algebra. I'll never understand it. The mom says, don't throw in the towel. If you stick with it, it will start to make sense. All right, so let's do a quick review. We learned 6 terms. The first is to have nothing left in the tank, to have no energy left. Next, to throw in the towel, to give up. Number 3, give it one's all. So if I gave this my all, I did the best I could. I gave 100%. 4, to choke under pressure. So to do poorly when I have pressure. 5, to thrive under pressure. To do better when there's pressure. To perform better when I have pressure. 6, to stick with it. Now the past, of course, is stuck. So when you had something challenging in the past, you stuck with it and were able to finish the job. You didn't give up. All right, so we have one bonus idiom, and this is to get a second wind. So when I was running, I started to feel like there was nothing left in the tank, like I had no energy. But I got a second wind and I was able to even run faster. So if you get a second wind, you get a return of strength or energy that makes it possible for you to continue. So to finish off, we have some discussion questions. I'll put these up and try answering these questions in English. Record yourself if you want, and find out if you understand and can use these idioms. All right, I hope this helps. Have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.